Alright, we're back over this afternoon. The other night I got this all lifted up. It's been soaking for a couple days now in PB. I'm hoping that helps me out. I'll be disconnecting the batteries and we're going to start taking off the bumper, yank the wheels, start getting ready to do the front. So I'll take some pictures and a little short video once I get the bumper off. Just show you the bolts I took off. My wife gave me, I might say it's my Christmas present, but she says it's as much hers. Flip this around. Hang on. So she said I was getting my clothes too dirty. So now I have to look like a proper mechanic, I guess. So we got our blue suit on like a real mechanic now. Maybe that'll make me smarter while I do this. I don't know. So, all right, let me get started. Go gather some tools and get ready to start taking the bumper off. All right, the bumper's off. Wasn't really that big a job. The 13 mil bolt there on each side, and then two 18s on each bracket, and the bumper came right off. Yeah, you do have to take the rubber valance off. It's just the pull pins. So there were 6 of those all together, 4 underneath, 4 or 5 underneath, I don't know, 4 or 5, and I had to have one wire that was on with a clip that took out. I did tear the one, unfortunately, but that was just on the where this goes through the plastic. Unfortunately, I was wiggling it off and it came off, but I don't think it's fatal. So I'll fix that with tape or something when I'm done. It won't be a big deal. Okay, so that gives me not a lot of room to work in the shop. I'm really tired of tripping over top of everything. Someday, I have money, I'll have a lift or maybe a proper shop, or just pay somebody else to do this crap. So, as you can see now, I got good access to the bolt, and with everything else out of the way, hopefully I don't have to worry about a radiator. Not a whole lot of room there. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I may have to cut that, I'm not sure. Now that I have the bumper out of the way, I thought I'd be able to see what I needed to see. But I really don't want to have to remove a cooler to get at this thing. I'm not sure what I'm getting into here with that. I don't see how that bolt's going to come out beyond this radiator. And a trans cooler. I don't have to remove that. I'm not happy about seeing that. There's no room here. Why the hell did they put the bolt in that way? That was really stupid. I think I've heard that before out of people who said that when you get into this thing that Ford put the bolts in the wrong direction. I think I see what they're talking about now. That's definitely going to be a bit of an issue. I may have to loosen this whole radiator up, pull it up to get it up there enough to get that bolt out of there. Either that or, I don't know. I might have enough room here, push this bolt in and maybe just cut it off with the Sawzall, if I can drive it in that far, and we'll just cut it. I really don't want to have to loosen up my radiator. I think I have the same problem on this side. Alright, apparently I wasn't recording. Alright, so front bumper is off, and it was 13 mil bolt on each side, 4 18 mils on the outside, 6 or 7 push pins to get the rubber off, one of which I managed to tear, unfortunately, but that's just the way it goes. I'll fix that later somehow. So now we have good access to the bolts. This side looks like it's not going to be much of a problem to get the bolt out for clearance. Looks like I'm okay. I don't know how well you can see that. This side, however, is a total challenge. when I look at it. So there's the bolt on this side. But when you look at the head here, and you see that there's not a lot of, can't get a good angle, there you go. There's not a lot of clearance between that bolt when you push it out and the radiator. I really didn't want to get into having to move up and loosen up and pull up my radiator. This must be the bolt I've heard people talk about, that they all say that Ford put it in the wrong direction and they should have put the nut on the inside. And I think I would agree. I think when I put this back on, I'm going to do what I think a lot of others have done, reverse this bolt. Really stupid planning on their part to have done it that way. And so what I think I may end up trying to do, so I don't have to take my radiator off, I think there's enough clearance between the frame. When I get that pushed out as far as I can, I think I'll be able to just get the sawzall in there and just cut the head off if I can drive it in. We'll see if that works. I don't know. We'll find out. But it looks like there's enough room for me to do that, and then I don't have to mess with taking the radiator off. I just don't want this to get even bigger. Alright, so I'm going to get into taking off the track bar and taking off the shocks and getting ready to take the U-bolts down and drop the axle. Alright, front shocks are off. They actually were half decent. They're actually better than the rears. They go down and get them down. They actually come back out at a half decent rate. Seem a little soft compared to new ones, but they weren't as bad as the rear. The rear was taking a year and a day to come back. They were that far gone. So I'd say if I had a shock issue in the rear, with it, it was definitely in the rear. All right, shocks are out, bumpers off, track bar's next. And then I'm ready to take the U-bolts off the axle. Alright, in case anybody's wondering, if you're taking out that track bar bolt, nothing like getting a good 3/4 inch wrench and a pipe. Get this bolt moving, which I did. Now it's coming. Now I think I can get it with the air wrench. The air wrench wasn't doing it, but I bet it does now. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, by the way, it's an 1 3/16 bolt, in case anybody's wondering, at least in my head. Alright, let's see what we get now. Here goes nothing. Alright, now I got to stop there because I'm going to run out of room for the air wrench. But at least I know I got it moving, I got it loose, so now I'll just go ahead and take it out. Alright, very good.